So I want to tell you a story about Joe and Jennifer, not their real names. I was introduced to them about 18 months ago when Joe, the worship pastor at his church, had a DUI and had a crash, and his life literally came crashing down. And I began to meet with him and his wife, and their marriage was on the brink of divorce. He didn't know what he was going to do for a living. He'd been let go by the church, and we started meeting. And I remember the first time that I saw them, it looked like skeleton bones. It looked like they were dead. And so we began to meet on a regular basis, and we began to just talk through what had been going on, their history of this abuse. And as time went by, we began to see healing. We began to see growth in their marriage. And all of a sudden, what probably a year earlier had been no hope, there was some hope. And I remember them sharing as we went through the process that this is the first time that anyone had ever cared for them. No one had ever cared about what was going in their life. No one had cared about their own problems and their own issues. And I got to have the privilege of walking with them. Fast forward 18 months, he was restored to the church, and my wife and I got to sit in that church on the first Sunday he was back and rejoice of what God had done in restoring him and his marriage. I get to continue to walk with them to this day. It's been over 2 years now, and get to watch what God is doing in healing and reconciliation, both at the church and in his family. And that's what we get to do as Standing Stone. That's the privilege we have, to be able to come inside and work with people that sometimes are in their lowest of lowest and watch what God does.